Sweet. Let's see if this bad boy works, huh? Come on now. Come on now. Where are you? I have no idea if it's working. OBS tends to go back in date. I don't know why. Oh, here it is. Wait, easy tiger. Alright. Oh, cool. We've got someone in already. What time are we? We are 11:30 p.m. Everybody good? Everybody good. You know what we're going to do? We're going to crack the case. That's what we're going to do. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, excellent. The live stream's working. Sweet. Who we got? Lamppost Jackson. Hi. Jin. 1. Hello. H Money. Big up. HB. Good evening. Celtic 67 Live. Big up. It's working. Excellent. Hopefully the tarmac. Tarmac? Yes. Hello. Tarmac. Hello. Josh. Carlos. Will. Josh. Swan. Imaginary friends. Chris. Josh. Hello. So what we're going to do today is we're going to crack the case. You're going to like this one. You're going to like it. Who's IBF, whatever he is? I have no idea who he is. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let me go through. So miss anybody? I miss anybody? Chris, Josh, H Money, Tag Sports, Samuel Marsh, Gupsta, South London. What's up? 7, Stephen, Dave, Andy, Matty, Celtic, Boxing Icons, channel member right there. Spud Joyce. What's up? Seals, Brian Harkin, Archdeacon, Harry Travolta, Harry Clark, AJ Leahy, Mark Gallagher, Andy, Celtic again, hello, Scott Sell, hello, H Money, hello, Rodnell, hello, Conky, Michelle, hello. Right, okay. Good. I'm glad somebody like you, Michelle, is right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you something. So what we're going to do is if all the Wilder fanatics out there want to come on in and question me, come right ahead, because I'm going to expose each and every little thing that you've got saying. All right? Let's start off with the gloves. All right? So the gloves. What's people saying about the gloves? That they were floppy. You can't bend your wrist the way that you do, right? Is that what people are saying? If you found guilty, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Young Fairy, what's up? Big boys boxing. Am I quarantined? No, mate, we don't really have quarantine here in the UK. It's a case of get on with it. Some of you may die. Get on with it. Hopefully you build up an immune system. That's what they're doing. Bruce Lee, big up with a super chat. Didn't expect that, but big up to you, Bruce Lee. Much love, bro. You wear your heart in your sleeve and don't entertain stupidness. Yep. Big up Gypsy King, AJ, and Dillian White equals maximum violence. Big up to you, Bruce Lee. Exactly. Big up to all our Brits. But of course, big up to all boxers in the world who are not stupid. Right. So, I'm going to show you something. We're going to do one step at a time, okay? We're going to go with the you can't flick your wrist that way. It's impossible. You can't do it. Because that's what he was doing to Wilder in the first fight, right? Not that the first fight 15 months ago had anything to do with a rematch, but are you ready? Here we go. Right, I'm actually going to put it above the chat. If I can. Here we go. Well, hopefully you can see it. Can you all see it? Okay. Wait a second. Okay, there you go. Can you see it? Sorry, it's my screen recording. Whoa. Tyson Fury, you little cheat. You're trying to cheat that pad, aren't you? That's what you're trying to do, Tyson. You're cheating that pad, bruv. Come on, Tyson. Come on, Tyson. Ryan Bruce with a super chat. Big up. Right. That little bit of pad work, as you can see, his hand is fully inside the glove. Fully inside the glove. But somehow, magically, he's managing to flip. Hey, I've never ever been sent a super sticker before. Big up, Ryan Bruce. Big up to you, my man. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. So, what do you think? Is it impossible to flick the wrist and pour like that? Or is Tyson Fury cheating that pad right there? What's he doing? What's he doing? You naughty Gypsy King, you. How dare you do that? He's trying to get an advantage on that pad right there, you know. He's trying to get an advantage. He's trying to get an advantage. How dare you, Tyson? You naughty little boy. How dare you? See? Look, flipping the jab. Look at his wrist. How's he doing that? How's he doing it? He must be cheating. His hand must be coming out of the glove. That's what must be happening. What the hell? Tyson, what are you doing? That poor pad don't know what's hitting it. That poor pad don't know what's doing. What's he doing? Tyson, what the hell? Right, are we all happy with that one, yeah? Alright. So what's everybody saying with that? There we go. Let's put it back on there so I can see the screen there. Again, big up to you guys for the super chats. I do appreciate that. I know, exactly. He's cheating the hell out of that pad, wasn't he? You naughty Tyson. How dare you do that? Yeah, exactly. Your knuckles cannot be exposed in the middle of the pad. Okay, so the glove thing has been solved. We've just shown you that Tyson Fury can in fact do that with his hand fully inside the glove and flip the jab. That's exactly what he was doing. The difference between those gloves and the one that he done with Deontay Wilder is that he wore Everlast MX gloves. Horsehair that after a while when you get sweaty, anybody puts on boxing gloves, no, your hands get very, very sweaty inside those, especially with wraps. And the horsehair starts to mat inside them, so they start to move around, which causes a bit more floppiness. But either way, we showed that he was actually flipping his hand. He can bend his hand. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go on there one more time, just for anybody who may have missed it. Here you go. Here you go. Look at that. Tyson, you little cheat, you. How on earth are you doing that? You know what I think Tyson done? I think Tyson actually, somehow, he's cheated because he's managed to break his wrists so he can do that, so he can get an advantage. That's what he's done. That's what he's done. Well, don't delete anybody yet. Don't delete anybody. I want to see what it is that they say. Send. Oh, okay. Right, anyway. I have no idea what that person done to be timed out. Right. There you go. Right, so as you can see, he can do that with his hand, so he can actually bend it. And he doesn't have to do it from that stance. In fact, he can come in with a left hook. He can do it all kinds of ways. And he's shown it 100 times. So pad work done. I know some people don't like to hear that, but that's absolutely fine. So what we're going to do now is we're talking about how Tyson Fury was using dirty tactics. So what people want to do is they want to go, British Border Control, UCAD, Nevada State Athletic Commission, WBC, you need to strip Tyson Fury and give it back to Wilder because Wilder doesn't want to have to earn anything. No, not at all. What Wilder wants to do is he wants to get his belt back without having to face Tyson Fury again. But Tyson Fury was leaning all over him, yes? We can agree with that bit. Was he cheating? Was he cheating him? Yeah, I think Tyson Fury was using dirty tactics. I think he grabbed Wilder in the headlock. He thrown him around like a little rag doll, for sure. But guess who else does that? Let me show you. Deontay Wilder. You naughty boy, you. What did you do? Was you using dirty tactics in the first Fury fight there, Wilder? Is that what you was doing? Was you hitting Tyson Fury on the back of the noggin? Is that what you was doing? Several times with the not just the front part of the glove, but the wrists, the taped wrists. Is that what he was doing? It's got nothing to do with laces. Laces are far more flexible, okay? But even if Fury was hitting Wilder with the laces, okay, it happens. Is Wilder not hitting Fury on the back of the head? This is the first knockdown, by the way, in round number 9 in the first fight. Because apparently the first fight is so important as to why Wilder got his ass kicked in the rematch. But here we go. Look at that. Right on the back of the noggin. But, hey, maybe it was a one-off. You never know. Maybe it was a one-off. You never know. Oh, hang on a minute. Against Luis Ortiz. Oh my God. It's not just the back of the head that he was doing with Luis Ortiz plenty of times. This isn't the first fight, of course. But he's actually elbowing him straight in the jaw. Straight in the jaw. You can see it right there, right? There you go. Anybody not see that? So if Tyson Fury is such a bad guy for using dirty tactics against Wilder, yes, he was using dirty tactics. But so does Wilder every single fight. Well, no, not every single fight. Yeah, with his flying elbow kick. But the thing is, though, with Wilder, what you're seeing right there is what he does a lot. He does it a lot. Something else that needs to be questioned about Deontay Wilder. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How many surgeries has he had? How many surgeries has he had on that hand? That's his right hand. Okay, that's his big weapon, the right hand. How many surgeries has he had on that? And plenty of people keep on saying how Wilder's got metal bolts and steel rods that are going up through the back of his hand, through his knuckles, up his forearm. Has he ever had his hand scanned? I'm questioning. Has Wilder ever had his hand scanned? Because if he's got all these metal pins and rods and that in his hand, hasn't he got an advantage over his opponent? Surely. So surely to God they should scan his hand, and if they find that he does in fact have pins in there, which is a advantage to his opponents or over his opponents, shouldn't he be banned from boxing? Shouldn't he be kicked out? Yes? Let's go back to the chat. Dylan White will ice Wilder. Damn right he would. Nick Harmer, big up to you. Jim McDonald, how you doing? How many metal rods has he been putting there? Yeah, exactly. We need to scan to find out. Maybe he's got none. I don't know. I don't know. They set up a petition, over 5,000 people signed it. Well, there's 5,000 absolute lunatics. Wilder's dirty in the sewage pipe. Yep. You can see what his soul leaving his body. Yeah, he was on that one, wasn't he? Yeah. But hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Well, don't time anybody out, okay? Don't time anybody out. I want all the Wilder all the Wilder lovers out there to actually come out and say something. I want to hear what it is that they say. That's why I'm setting up this stream, so they can come and have their say. Wait a second. Oh, I bloody lost it. Here we go. For those who have just joined and you haven't seen it yet, here you go. All right, here you go. Look at that. Can you believe it? He can actually flick that wrist. Look at that. With his hand fully inside the glove. Amazing. That is amazing. Right, so now we've solved the glove and the whole bending of the wrist situation. Okay, we've solved that. What else do you want to talk about? Oh, let's talk about this person. How about that? Should we talk about this person? Hang on a second. Had a metal screw in his arm and hands because of an accident when we were young. We played punching him shoulders hit super hard. Yeah, exactly. Of course it would. Damn right. Smash the like button, people. Or thumbs down, doesn't matter. A vote is a vote. It all helps. I agree. White will KO Wilder big time. Damn right. Styles make fights. Absolutely. The costume dilemma. Yeah. Right. Let's talk about this farmer, shall we? And his whole claims that he was offered £25,000 by Team Fury to hide up, to lie in testimony for Tyson and Hughie Fury, failing a PED test, which is in fact wild boar. They chose wild boar of all things from a farmer who does not do wild boar. It's pretty weird, isn't it? That's pretty odd. I wonder why the farmer then contacted Frank Warren back in October and asked him for some money. And because Frank Warren also said no, he then went to the press. Didn't go to UCAD, didn't go to British Boxing Board of Control, but went to the press. Why is that? Would that be because he needs some money for his combine harvester? I need a new combine harvester, I do, for me pig farm. Now, I don't know if this farmer's telling the truth. I have absolutely no idea. But it does seem very coincident that Tyson Fury starts to get a bit of a name, a bit of traction, a bit of attention from worldwide audience, and this farmer decides that You know what? I think I'd be needing that 25 grand now, you know. Because it's about time that I married my sister, I don't think. Why did a referee say Fury was the dirtiest fighter he's ever refereed? Maybe he is. I'm not saying he's not a dirty fighter. He does use dirty tactics. That flick that he does, that flick, is an illegal move. You're not to flick, you're supposed to jab. Leaning all over Wilder, leaning all over other opponents. It's not allowed. We don't know the truth about Mr. Careful. Yeah, exactly, we don't. We don't. He could be telling the truth, but he could not be. I don't know. But loads of people have an opinion on it. I have mine. But I think that he needs a new charter. That's what I think. Right, let's go put that one back up there. You naughty boy, Wilder. You naughty boy. You naughty boy. Wilder fanatics. Look at that. Fury's been using dirty tactics, but Wilder don't, does he? No, Wilder. No, of course not. Not Wilder. No, Wilder never does that, does he? Of course he don't. And there's plenty more examples I can give you. And I'll give you the other one as well. There you go. Elbow shot. That's Deontay Wilder's flying elbow kick right there. That's his flying elbow kick right there. Flying elbow kick that Deontay Wilder learned from Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. Sugar Hill's a traitor, is he? Oh, okay. A fighter must fight to the referee. Funny how Wilder's handpicked ref didn't do. Yeah, exactly. And that referee, he was so biased towards Wilder. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, really. Really was. But look at, you see, that's not the only thing he'd done to Luis Ortiz. He hit Luis Ortiz on the side of the head, behind the ear, on the back of the head, countless times. Even Luis Ortiz came out and said that he used borderline criminal tactics. P Money, big up. What's up in the whole of Newcastle? Yeah, not too much going on in Newcastle, pretty quiet. Although I heard that they are closing down the schools on Friday. But I mean, I brought my son out on Monday because of his condition and everything. A swing on the back of the head. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Patrick, all we're doing here, young man, is biting back to some of the absolute toxicity online. That's all we're doing, bruv. That's all we're doing. Who said Wilder doesn't use dirty tactics? His uploaders. Because they're not talking about his dirty tactics. They're talking about Fury's and how Fury should be stripped, apparently. That's what it is. That's what it is. Windmill Wilder. Oh, Cunningham. Yeah, you see, Cunningham, all he's doing, big up, Mark, you're right. Cunningham, all he wants to do is get a little bit of a name. That's what he wants to do because he got absolutely blitzed by Tyson Fury. Yes, he did drop Tyson Fury, but he got knocked smooth out by Tyson Fury. In fact, he's probably the only person in Tyson Fury's history that he's actually smoothed out properly. Actually on the floor, oxygen needed, all that kind of stuff. And he's bitter about it. Steve Cunningham, what's that? You don't time people out, everyone. Don't time people out. I want to hear what it is that they've got to say. Was Steve Cunningham proving Fury cheated? He didn't prove it at all. He didn't prove it at all. Because his hands were in the glove the entire time. But not that it really matters. Because what did they fight, regardless of what happened, what did they fight 15 months ago have anything to do with February? I'd like to know. What is it that happened in December 2018 had anything to do with February 2020? What did that have anything to do about it? Well, George Groves and Tyson Fury, they have a bit of history. They don't like each other. And that stems from Tyson Fury when he punched himself in the face. Do you remember that time? I forget who it was he was fighting. I don't know. But he had somebody against the ropes. He went to uppercut them. He missed his opponent and uppercutted himself in the face. Tyson Fury was doing a stand-up and that about it. Anyway, he sent Kell Brook, George Groves, and plenty of other fighters footage of it. And George Groves and Kell Brook went back to Tyson Fury and say, why do I need to watch footage of you punching yourself in the face when I can watch David Haye knock you out? So George Groves and Tyson Fury don't get on. And we all know George Groves anyway. He's pretty bitter anyway. He's salty about everything. He hates on everyone. And Steve Cunningham, he's an absolute moron, is what he is. He's a prat. Yeah, exactly. He does have a vendetta against Fury. Of course he does. Because he's the only person who pillow-fisted Fury actually knocked Smooth out. And of course, because nobody talks about Steve Cunningham, that's his way of jumping in on it. Because if he just come out and said, nah, Tyson Fury, he didn't cheat, nobody would talk about him, would they? So let's put that one back up there, just to be sure. Because apparently it's Tyson Fury that cheats, not Deontay Wilder. Not Deontay Wilder, not by the book Deontay Wilder. Now, I've done videos on this before with Wilder. He's hitting his opponents on the back of the head plenty of times. But I've never once said that they should strip him or anything like that. Never once said that. And the way that he fought Luis Ortiz the first time round was absolutely disgusting. But I never said, you know what, let's reset that match. No, not at all. And the fact that Wilder got help in that fight in round number 7, or beginning round number 8, I should say. Big up, Mark. I appreciate that, bruv. Hey, Nick. Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt, John. I think that Cunningham, I mean, not only did he get smoothed out, but Fury, he did hold his hand down and crack him right across the jaw against the ropes. Yeah, that was a dirty move. That was dirty. For sure. For sure. And him not liking Fury is fully understandable. Big up H Money. Wilder is an expert hitting on the back of the head. Yep, he is. He is. Yeah, he did. Recognize the Matrix. Yeah, he did. That was after the referee told him to break as well, and Wilder hit Fury quite a few times when the referee already told him to break. And the referee was so biased towards Wilder, it's unbelievable. Now, see, I'm probably the only kind of channel out there who has questioned whether or not Wilder could become the 5th heavyweight in history to win his world title back in the immediate rematch. As far as I can tell, his Wilder Nut Hugger channels haven't been saying that, have they? All they've been doing is trying to make excuses. And excuses don't fix problems. F-Zero, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Lewis Francis, big up. Harry Clark, yeah. Yeah, see, I like Tyson Fury's new style as well. But I think Fury will only do that against certain opponents. Again, you see, people say how Wilder is the baddest man on the planet. Izzy Eck. Otto Wallin did better against Tyson Fury than what Wilder done. Correct? Am I wrong on this one? Did Otto Wallin drag Tyson Fury to hell and back? Or did Deontay Wilder? Fact checker. So answer me this before I go. You said Fury's a dirty fighter, so you're saying there's no chance he slid his gloves down. No. What I'm saying to you is that he would use dirty tactics. What I'm saying to you, him sliding his hand down the glove is impossible. It's impossible. There's no benefit to him doing it. But I don't care if he did. I couldn't care less if he did. If he cheated Wilder, so what? Who cares? Wilder does it a lot of fights. So why is it okay for Wilder to do it, but when it happens to him, oh no. Oh no. That's terrible, isn't it? Big up, Lewis. Thanks very much. Get rid of Wilder. Americans need to back Big Baby Miller. Oh God, Hamid. Want to see more of Trevor Bryan and Prince Charles? Big Baby will smash Wilder if he stays clean. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, apparently Wilder didn't he knock out Miller in sparring or hurt him really bad, and Miller blamed it on dehydration or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see the fight. I'd like to see the fight. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Grove said that he thinks that there's a problem with the gloves as well. But again, even if there was a problem with the gloves, we're talking about a fight that was given a score draw. What's the problem with that one? If anybody got robbed in that fight, it was Tyson Fury, right? Correct? Bambi Legs got smoked by dirty diesel hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I hope Fury he managed to wash his hands after his 7 a day jobbies. The trilogy I suggest Wilder use dirty tactics as well. Well, he tried to use dirty tactics, but Fury just wouldn't let him. He was fully aware of what it is that Wilder does. But as I said before, why don't we all sign a petition to see about him getting a scan on his hand? Because I want to see how many metal pins and rods are in his hand and his wrist and that. I want to see how many there is. Because if he has some, then he's got an advantage over his opponents, does he not? That's a deadly weapon, correct? Where are the Wilder fanboys? Where are they? They're in mourning right now. Although to be fair, a lot of them, like Bad Guy and that, have accepted that Wilder just got battered. So move on and see what happens in the rematch, and that's fine. Listen, I don't have an issue with people supporting Wilder, not at all. Of course, he needs fans. Like, if he didn't have fans, then what's the point of the fights, right? He's then irrelevant. Yeah, I know, Gary. I know. I know. Signing a petition because he got battered. Hmm. Chad Mullin. Dillian White will forever be Hearn's bitch. White is a drug cheat. He don't want Fury. Keep running, what fat boy run. Hey, Chad, I'm the wrong person for you to say that to, bro. I'm the wrong person for you to say that to. All you're saying right there is exposing yourself as a complete plum. That's what you're doing. A complete plum. Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. Unfortunately, it's a case of there's unhappy the fact that Deontay Wilder tried to make this fight a Black History Month thing, which it never was, except for him and a small section of his fan base. And of course, because Tyson Fury battered him on Black History Month, oh my days. And some of these people are coming out with their knickers in a twist and they're coming out with all kinds of glove gate and all this kind of stuff. JT Games, we signed the petition. Wow, well done. I hope you can sleep well at night. You've just wasted a couple of minutes of your life because nothing's going to happen. UK madness, big up. You see, they have double standards. You see, they have double standards. It's a case of Deontay Wilder. He can do whatever he wants against opponents, but anybody does it to him, ooh, that's a problem. That's a problem. And if you notice how a lot of them are turning on the WBC now, when the WBC have been protecting this guy for how long? For 5 years, they've been collecting him, or protecting him, not collecting him. But the WBC have been protecting him for 5 years, allowing him to fight bum after bum after bum after bum. And then finally, he gets a name, Tyson Fury, a cherry pick, and had to screw him to a draw. He rematches that cherry pick and gets annihilated. And they can't take it. They can't take it. They've exposed themselves as female. That's what they've done. I don't know who that young fairy guy is. All I know is what people are telling me about him. That's all I know. Yeah, exactly, big boys. You see, when they were protecting Deontay Wilder, there's Big Boys Boxing, and quite a few other people going in on the WBC saying, "Why are you protecting this guy? We want to see him take on Dillian White and blah 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 blah." And suddenly now, because Tyson Fury battered Deontay Wilder, the WBC is saying, "Hey, listen, he battered him. We ain't going to change the result. Tyson Fury is the WBC king." Now they've all gone against the WBC. Well, what? Where were you? Where was your energy when I was saying this? You see? That's the problem with them. P Boxing, big up to you, man. Big up to you for the super chat. Yeah, young fairy. He's a young fairy. Luis Ortiz was a bum disguising as a boogeyman. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not saying that Luis Ortiz wasn't a good name on the resume of Deontay Wilder. What I'm saying is, I don't know. Because Luis Ortiz ain't beat nobody of any kind of great note. That's the truth of it, right? Has he beaten anybody? No. No. I'm a farmer and I drive a tractor. Where's my money, Frank Warren? I'm going to go to the press. Demetrius Andrade is the boogeyman. Maybe. Well, it is weird though, isn't it? That Eddie Hearn, he talks about Triple G versus Canelo. He talks about Billy Joe versus Canelo. He talks about Cam Smith versus Canelo. But he doesn't mention anything about Demetrius Andrade versus Canelo. That's weird. The young fairy. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Actually, send that punk a message. Send that punk a message. That young fairy. Tell him come see us. Sporting, you're terrible when a boxer you like wins. Bloody hell. Yeah. And you're terrible when your one loses. What are you on about, son? You don't know anything about boxing? I agree. Go on live with young fairy. I'm not going to go on his one where he controls where he can mute and start shouting above. No. He wants it, he can come onto mine. And I'll beat the crap out of him live on air in front of everybody. Send that punk a message. Send that punk a message. Me and him will set up a live. In fact, we'll go on a neutral platform if he wants. We'll go on a neutral platform. I'll expose him for the fraud con man that he is. Rest in peace, Roger Mayweather. Big up Roger Mayweather. 2-weight world champion, excellent fighter, fantastic trainer in that as well, of course, of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Rest in peace, died way too young. Was he 58 years old? Was it diabetes and just general poor health, wasn't it? I've never watched any of this Young Fairy's videos. I've never watched them. I've only ever seen bits of what people showed me with him doing these stupid examples of the glove. What he's doing is he's pandering to the idiot. That's what he's doing because he knows, and it's quite clever of him, really. He's latched onto the fact that he knows that there are a lot of idiots out there who are Wilder fans and will latch on to what it is that he says because they can't accept that Wilder lost. It's very clever of him. Very clever of him. Chad. I'm going to put you on the naughty step. Okay? I'm going to put you on the naughty step. You naughty boy. You naughty little boy. How dare you? How dare you? Spank you. Spank you. How has he got 200,000 subs? Because there's 200,000 morons in the world. That's why. That's the only reason why. But it ain't from boxing, though. It ain't from boxing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know too much about him. I only know what people tell me. Yeah. Actually, how many subs have I got now, actually? If you haven't clicked the subs button, make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. Come on over. I need another 420 to get to 49,000, which is unfortunately enough to be equaling with Sunderland Football Stadium. Rest in peace, the Black Mamba. Absolutely. Okay, my Twitter's blowing up. What's going on? I'm getting loads of messages on Twitter. What's going on? Oh well, is what it is. Chad likes to be spanked. I think so. I think so. Ego and Dante, I have no idea about those. I never ever watch them. Never ever watch them. You accepted the L? Not really, because you don't like the fact that people are mocking Deontay Wilder or combating the stupidity. But yet you're quite happy when people were doing it to Joshua when Joshua lost. Come on, bad guy, be honest now. That's what you were doing. Young Fairy ducking spawn icons. Young Fairy ducks everyone, bro. Jim McDonald. 78 Sports is cancer. Again, I don't really watch him. I used to be alright with him, but he got all butthurt once. He got all butthurt once with me and held himself a little pound together to have a little go at me. What a tough guy, eh? Big pudding of a man. Dante's Bitchin' Nation. I've never watched them. I've seen the intro and it's a bit creepy about out of shape birds at the beginning going, yeah, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. That kind of like puts me right off. Yeah, Wilder lost twice, that's for sure. Well, officially once, but he did get a draw. It was a gift draw, no doubt. It was a gift draw. That little farmer, huh? I want my money, I do. I want to go get myself a tractor. Go get myself a couple more daisies. I'm a farmer and I drive tractor. That's the thing. See, Deontay Wilder, he got floored with a jab to the body. A jab to the body. Let me say that again. A jab to the body. Wilder is a legend. Blue blood who always in his car but never goes anywhere. Does he? I have no idea. Big up to him though. Listen, you know, some of these guys, they've found a niche. They found a little hole where they can attract the stupid people. And the stupid people will give them money, they'll click to their channel, and they get other channels to shout them out. I mean, I don't get like a channel shouting me out, but, you know, they do. And of course, they're in good locations as well. And they like New York and that. Again, Eddie Hearn giving them numbers and all that kind of stuff. So big up to them. If you can do it, do it. Like from Bristol, yeah. Come from Bristol, I do, and I drive a charter. Although this farmer is from Preston, though, isn't he? Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Mr. K, what is up? Yeah, exactly. You see, again, they're talking about a farmer from a failed PED test back in 2015 after the Christian Hammer fight. Not Vladimir Klitschko, but Christian Hammer fight. And for some reason, that is an excuse as to why Wilder lost in February. Huh. Even though Fury passed Varda on both of the Wilder fights and the Klitschko fight. That's interesting, isn't it? Him using dirty tactics with like the gloves, the flicking of the glove with the horsehair gloves in the first fight. That's why Wilder got battered in the rematch, right? Joe Rogan, yeah, I like Joe Rogan. I think he's pretty funny. Well, I don't like it when he talks about boxing too much. Although I would actually like to have a chat with him about boxing, to be fair. Um, just to set him straight about a few things. But I do like when he has guests on there, like the conspiracy theory guests and all those kind of ones. I think that Joe Rogan is brilliant at his job. You know, he makes Pinocchio look like the truth. Yeah. Does John Wilder remind you of Michael Grant? I don't know. I think that he just reminds me of a skinny version of Jeff Lacey. You know. Yeah, exactly, Mr. K. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Now, I have no problems with Wilder fans saying that Tyson Fury used dirty tactics. I have no problem with that, as long as they hold the same fire when it comes to Wilder by saying that Wilder also cheats in many of his fights. But I have a problem when they say Tyson Fury cheats, but yet they don't mention a peep about Wilder. Bad guy, uh oh. Uh oh, he's turning into a Joshua fan. Uh oh, bad guy. Come on now. I love to hear you body BFTB. Who's that? Big fat turd balls? I don't know who that is. Listen, I think with Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, all three of those could beat each other on any given day. On any given day. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Because clearly he didn't learn his lesson when I put Chad on the naughty step. So I'm going to have to put him in a permanent timeout. Alright? There you go, Chad. You sit on that naughty step, think about what it is that you've done. Alright? And when you're ready to apologise, come apologise. Who loves cheese and toast? I love cheese and toast. Well, I haven't had cheese and toast in a long time. Well, when I was a kid, my mum used to do like this. I should really ask her how she done it. She used to do like this melted cheese with onion or something and put it under the grill. It was quite nice. Usyk, Andrade, Haney, all good fighters, all very good fighters. Stay humble, a bad guy. What's going on, bro? Wilder fan yesterday, Joshua fan today. Does 78 have an IQ of 78? I have no idea. No idea. The big pudding of a man he is. Big pudding of a man. 78 spots of an STD. Legends don't die. Tyson Fury will be known for the next 500 years. Wilder will be forgotten in about the next 5. Sad reality. You got a very good point there. No, honestly though, I do believe that Fury, Joshua, and White could all beat each other. If these three entered into like a triangle fight, I think they could all actually beat each other. I think all of them would end up taking a loss. It's time. Oh crap, 12:15. I forgot my little boy's still up. I have to go in a second, people. Anyway, for those who missed it, let me do one more time. For those who seem to think that Tyson Fury can't bend his wrist the way that he done, while his hand is still fully in the glove. As you can see, his hand is still fully in the glove. But yet somehow he's managing to do it. Look at the glove. It's a little bit floppy as well, isn't it? What's going on? What is going on? Only AJ has a chance of beating Fury. No, Dillian White does too. But likewise, Tyson Fury could beat Dillian White and Anthony Joshua. They can all beat each other. Don't forget, Dillian White battered Tyson Fury in sparring, knocked him down a couple of times. There again, listen, it is only sparring. It's one thing to do something in sparring, it's another thing to do it on live fight night, that's for sure. I love Fury's jerky head movement. Yeah, he throws a lot of feints. A lot of feints. that Dillian might be Fury's kryptonite. Could well be, boxing legends. Could well be. I think with Dillian White, he ain't going to go there headhunting, because if you notice with a lot of Fury opponents, they tend to go headhunting a lot. They don't really go to the body. Dillian White will go for the body. It's going to be a real, real tough fight for him. Almost 50k now. Oh, I've still got about another 1,500, something like that to go. Something like that. Well, 1 second. It's time to kick off. I'll put on YouTube and that for him to be quiet. Good boy. Oh, is he alive as well? Is he 78 spots of an STD? Out there. Yeah, tell you what. Yeah. Tyson Fury. Well, one good thing about all this is that they don't talk about Joshua no more. It's all about Tyson Fury. It's weird, that, isn't it? Let me put that back up. There you go. Bad guy from Watford, are you? Uh-huh. What I think of FA Jagba. Good fighter. Seems a little chinny at the minute, but I think that FA Jagba could go on and do some good things. Unfortunately for him, he's married. No, not married. He's managed by the same guy that Wilder is, so you kind of know where his future's heading. Bum after bum after bum after bum. Fury loves White style. Dillian White doesn't have a style. If you notice with Dillian White, he changes it nearly every fight. Yeah, good night, bruv. Good night, man. Thanks very much for popping in. Teddy Atlas, yeah. I like Teddy Atlas when he tells it how it is. I don't like Teddy Atlas when he sits firmly on the fence because he's worried about upsetting some of his fans. I don't like that. Up the R's. Queen's Park Rangers. No, White changed his style for Chisora, and he changed his style for Oscar Rivas as well. He did that. He fought dirty. Let's be honest, he fought dirty against Joseph Parker as well. Feed Dillian White to Filip Herkovich. No, Dillian White is well for him. All he wants to do is be fighting the top 50. Anyway, why feed him to Filip Herkovich? Feed him to Tyson Fury. Doesn't Dillian White deserve a world title shot? Who's Herkovich right now? Let's put FA Jagba in with Filip Herkovich. You know, that's their kind of level right now. But I do believe Filip Herkovich will go on and potentially be a dominant force in heavyweight division in the next 3 or 4 years, for sure. You know what? I've been to watch Queen's Park Rangers play twice live, actually in their stadium at Loftus Road, and they beat my team, Newcastle United, 3-0, and then they beat Southampton 3-0. So I think I'm kind of a lucky omen for Queen's Park Rangers, you know. See them twice live inside their stadium, and they won 3-0 both times. Of course, when they beat my team, Newcastle, was when Les Ferdinand was still playing for them, and Trevor Sinclair. Herkovich will destroy a Jagba. I think so too. I think so too. Why do you not get to see these games? Well, you see, these games were quite a few years ago. It's when Les Ferdinand was still playing for QPR, and then the very next season he joined Newcastle. Have I got my Maximum Violence t-shirt yet? No, I haven't actually. I need to message Dylan and say, yo, send me a t-shirt, bro. Come on, man. I'll send you a couple. You send me one. You know what I mean? All right, Alex, you take care. Thanks very much for popping in. I'm actually going to shoot off in a minute. It's 20 past midnight. Um, yeah, actually, I do actually need to text Dillian. I'll text him maybe. Well, I'll text him tomorrow morning, and I'll see if he's available to come on the channel. We'll have like another interview with him, another chat, talk all things boxing. Brosev, Broski, big up to you. Why YT allow psycho black racists to spew insanity? Um, it's the community rules, you see. I mean, they can say whatever it is that they want to say as long as you're not properly hating, you know, as long as they're not character assassinating is something that's not allowed. I mean, them having a narrative or a point of view, because in America, I don't know. I mean, maybe in America, racism is still pretty rife. Obviously, I don't know. I really don't know. I heard it's worse than what it is here in UK. I've heard that much. But big up to you anyway. Thank you very much. You want to spar Dillian? Do you know if Dillian is back doing strength and conditioning at the Sports Institute? Oh, at Loughborough. Um, I don't think he's actually in Loughborough this time. I don't think he is. Because when I had Mark Tibbs on the channel, his trainer. By the way, not enough people have seen my interview with Mark Tibbs, Dillian White's trainer. Not enough people have seen that, which I did about 3-4 days ago, and we talk about that kind of thing. And yeah, Mark, he didn't really say anything about Loughborough and that. But I know that Dillian, he goes up there quite a bit with like Richard Riakporhe and other ones as well. He's got his own strength and conditioner coach and that up there. But I don't know whether or not that now he's going to be moving him back to the Miguel's or something like that. I'm not sure. What happened to Cam Effect? No is the answer. Hands up, don't shoot. Big up to you. Were you Boris Johnson there? Big up. Up the R's. Yes, mate. Good night. Good night. Thanks very much for popping in. I appreciate it, and hopefully QPR do good next season, because I don't think that's we're actually going to see the rest of this season, are we? I really don't think we're going to do. Come to the Rovers. FA Jagba fight is Hellenius. Is that confirmed, or is it? Or is that rumours right now? Paris has nice toes, does she? I never looked at her toes. I never did. Actually, I could actually tell you something about Filip Herkovich going to spar Dillian White, but when Dillian White comes on the channel next, maybe tomorrow or the next day, we'll get him to explain what happened with Filip Herkovich in sparring. Herkovich fans won't be happy about it, I know that much. Boxing Icons, take care, my man. Big up to you, all the way up there in Scotland. Big up to you. Vitaly Klitschko over Tyson Fury, that'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it? That'd be a very interesting fight. Yeah, hands up, don't shoot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If Boris doesn't start doing the right thing. Although, one thing I did see today, what they're saying about this whole thing, that the schools here in the UK, they're going to pull all the kids out from school, which is great. But those who have special needs, like disabilities and on medication and this, that, and the other, like my little boy, should stay in school. So what's that mean? So all the ones who require medical attention and disabled and this, that, and the other should stay in school. So maybe these ones get affected. So maybe that they're going to die. So what? So they don't have to pay for medical bills or that anymore? Is that what they're trying to do? A bit of ethnic cleansing going on here in the UK. Is that what's happening? Who's 64 kilograms? I'm 92. No, 93. Oh no, something like that. It's about 3-4 weeks ago since last time I weighed myself. Winston, big up. Hope you're good. Herkovic's chin hasn't been tested yet. It has been sparring, I know that much. All right, fact checker. Thanks very much for popping in. And to everybody else, I hope you all had a pleasant day and I hope you all stay safe. More importantly, remember, wash your hands after you touch your winky, after you go to the toilet. All right, wash your hands before you eat. If you're going to go outside and be touching door handles, put your hand inside your sleeve, wear some gloves, all that kind of stuff. If you're going to cough, put your hand over your mouth. All right. Anyway, stay safe to everybody. I hope you're all doing fantastic, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. And that's it. I am done. John Cable, what's up? Oh, bless you, mate. Bless you. So, L Dog, come on now. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for popping in. Take care, everybody, no matter where you are. Lovers, haters, in-betweeners. Take care.